me.
What's up guys, Commander Alex here, and today I have some Celeste gameplay for you guys. So if you don't watch the Vainglory live streams, then basically I'm just going to be breaking down the new hero for you guys. Obviously, they announced it today. It's pretty sweet. Her name is Celeste, and I think first things first, we have to talk about the fact that she auto-attacks with crystal power. I think this is probably one of the biggest changes to the game, and it means that you can apply a lot of crystal power abilities that you normally wouldn't be able to apply with an auto-attack. That means Crossburn is going to be something that you can use with an auto-attack. That means that even Harvest is something you can use with an auto-attack. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you might even be able to get extra damage by possibly putting on an alternating current on top of a CP build. Obviously, I can't confirm any of this because I haven't had the chance to play with her or the new build of Vainglory, but it sounds like it's going to be game-changing, and I think we should just hop into it here with Celeste's abilities. So let me just pull them up right here. I will hop over onto my little email over here from Evan, and here's what we got. So her background is that Celeste commands the stars, drawing upon their power to overwhelm opponents. Her star formations keep enemies at a distance as well as finish them off as they flee. Start Celeste in the lane and fight from the farthest edges of battle. So basically, she is going to be a sniper, and she is going to be a crystal cannon or glass cannon, whatever you guys want to call her. I think crystal probably works better since she is obviously a CP build sort of person. But obviously, she's not going to be taking the hits, guys. I don't really think that there's going to be any Celeste tank builds out there. I'll probably end up making a little bit of a troll video with a Celeste tank build, but obviously, she's going to be a sniper, and she's going to be throwing out massive amounts of damage, not only with her abilities, but also with her auto attacks, because those scale with the same type of damage. So that means that when you buy things like a Shatterglass, you're not only going to be boosting your abilities, but you're also going to be boosting her auto attacks, which is really cool. That's not a word. Which is really cool, and something that we've never seen before in the game. So moving on here, we have her heroic perk, which is Julia's Fight. Obviously, that ties in with the Arden lore that we heard a couple months ago, or maybe not a couple months ago, about a month ago. And basically, Celeste's basic attacks are spells, which is kind of the main thing you have to worry about, and dealing crystal damage with a crystal ratio. Celeste's basic attacks also briefly reveal enemy heroes even after the target leaves vision range. So this means that if someone's just about to enter a bush and you auto attack them, you will still be able to see them inside of the bush, and you can continue to auto attack them, and hopefully, as long as this vision reveal is long enough, you can actually keep them under attack even when they're inside of a bush and it's supposedly invisible from you. So this is something that I think is really good for chasing down enemies, and it's going to prevent those times where you can run into a bush and then wait for the enemy to run in and then run the exact opposite direction from them. I don't know if you guys actually picked up on what I was saying there, but basically, bushes can be kind of glitched. I don't know if glitched is the right word, but they're definitely something to use when running away from people, and they can really throw off people's attacks and auto attacks. Moving on here, we got Heliogenesis. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right, I may have, but basically Celeste forms a small star at a target location, dealing crystal damage to nearby enemies, and the star will briefly linger on the field. And if Celeste uses her ability on an existing star, the star will go supernova, dealing more crystal damage in a large area. This is really, really cool, not only because it's more of like a chain sort of thing. You don't just throw it out there and hope that it lands. You have to almost use it strategically to prevent enemies from going somewhere, because they're not going to want to get hit by that supernova. But it's also really cool because it's something that's just like, I'm sure you've seen it in some of this gameplay here, it just looks cool. The abilities get looking cooler and cooler every single hero that they bring out. We know that Arden's Gauntlet was probably one of the coolest abilities that you've seen yet, and we have something even better with the Solar Storm, which is her ultimate. But before we get there, we have Core Collapse, and after a brief delay, the target location collapses and nearby enemies are stunned and take crystal damage. So this is really, really cool, and it's basically like a combo sort of thing. You can stun an enemy, you can do damage to an enemy, and I mean, what's not to love about that? It looks pretty cool as well. I don't really think it's going to be as useful as the Heliogenesis. I think that's going to be more of a harass sort of ability, and this is going to be more of a situational sort of thing. If they're all grouped up, you might be able to throw out a core collapse on them and hopefully catch a couple people in the stun. But obviously, I haven't played her, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work. And then moving on here, we have her ultimate, which is Solar Storm. Celeste launches a storm of stars that travel across the world. The lead star passes through all enemies it hits, dealing crystal damage, and the trailing stars, which are the stars on the left and the right of that point star right there will actually only collide with the first enemy that they hit, dealing crystal damage in an area. The number of traveling stars increases each time Solar Storm is upgraded, and I think it's really cool that they don't just make it so that it gets stronger, but they also make it so it has like a different animation, because every animation adds on a little bit longer, a little bit more to that like flying V formation, which is really, really cool, and I don't think something that we had seen before. So, let's talk about the gameplay. I'll hop back into the gameplay here out of my email, and you're going to see we have Cider Helm as well as Eber Andrew, Evil Finn, George Zekin, all sorts of awesome heroes, and, well, devs. I don't know if they're really heroes, but they're playing heroes, and we're going to see what they can do. So it looks like Cider Helm is chasing down George, and as you're going to see, he actually has Frostburn equipped, and that's something that's going to be very, very strong on Celeste. I can pretty much tell you guys this for a fact. The Frostburn ability will actually go over to your auto attack. So that means that when you auto attack someone, you're not only going to be auto attacking them, but you're also going to be slowing them with, I believe, the 2-second cooldown that the normal Frostburn has. So that means that Frostburn is going to be crazy awesome on Celeste. I really see no other way to put it. It just sounds awesome. But I think that is going to be the video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscription, and become a Lieutenant today. And tell me what you think Celeste is going to do in this game. How is it going to change the game? What's going to be the new meta? Are there going to be crazy builds that work super well, like stacking Shatterglasses or something? Tell me in the comments down below, and I will be sure to reply to you. And I will talk to you guys next time.